guys, it's Tam. I hope you're having a wonderful, 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 spectacular day, night, wherever you are. Today I am going to be doing a whispered ramble, a little bit of life advice from your ASMR mom. This is requested by Bethany Idfk. Bethany. Thank you so much for requesting a whispered ramble. I will try to make this a little bit longer so you all can fall into a deep slumber. Fall asleep, and relax. Thank you so much again for joining me. Please click subscribe. If you haven't done so already, thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for joining this wonderful ASMR haven that we all have created together. With that, please sit back, and relax and enjoy this wonderful, wonderful whispered ramble. So as you guys know by now, I absolutely love talking, whispering actually, and I love helping people with different types of advice, different things that have worked in my life up until now. I have gone through a lot of different scenarios, different things that have opened my eyes to what to do, what not to do, etc. The most important thing that I love talking about is finances. Everybody is in a different situation. Everybody out there watching is in a different circumstance. Some of you cannot work. Some of you are working too much. Some of you are in school. Some of you are working and in school. I mean, everybody's from a different circumstance. The most important thing, if you can, is to start off in life without debt. You do not want to owe anybody, that's for sure. If you do owe anybody, and I'm talking student loans, car payments, house, etc., your goal is to get out of debt as soon as possible, because when you do not have debt, you have a burden lifted. You do not owe someone. That is a big deal. So a lot of you out there have told me that you're either college students or you're still in school. So I'm assuming that you're at an early part in your life where you can start making these great choices. And that is, everybody wants to live life to the fullest, don't get me wrong. But as my favorite saying goes, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And what I mean is, do I want to go out and spend like $200 to have a good time, or do I want to be with friends and spend nothing and have a good time? So just making very good choices in your life, very important. Another very important thing, and this is, remember, this whispered ramble is just my opinion, this is just to get you to relax. The sound of my voice will hopefully lull you into relaxation. So another one of my opinions is the great saying of treat others how you want to be treated. Treat others how you want to be treated. I have always tried my best to treat others with kindness. I have always tried to acknowledge everyone on the same exact level. It doesn't matter what position you are, you're all up here. Everybody is addressed the same way. Everybody is treated the same way, and I genuinely feel that every person is treated the same. It's very important. Every single person is treated the same for me. I absolutely love talking to people. I like hearing different backgrounds, but the one thing that is very important is that it stays positive. I love talking to people. I love finding out what's going on, what are you experiencing, what can you do to help yourself, etc. I'm more of a get to the problem and let's try to fix it type of person. Some things can't be fixed. Some things are out of your hand. Some things are things that happen to you and you can't do anything about it. I completely understand that. A lot of things, though, are in our power, and we can choose to do the negative thing or the positive thing. So I'm just saying, with things that are in your control, react going through? Are they a good person and they're going through this type of problem? Just seeing things in a different perspective always helps in a circumstance. Another bit of advice I tell my kids on a daily basis, daily basis, is to do your best. I know that sounds cheesy, but literally do your best in everything. Don't just do your best in school. Do your best to be nice to people. Do your best to be happy. Do your best in any circumstance. One bit of positivity is going to spread. It's not going to be contained. Just the same as one bit of negativity is going to spread. So what are we going to choose? Doing our best in life is always the better path. It is always the better thing to do. Another very important thing, very important thing is to continually talk to people. If you can, build relationships with people. Seek out. If you meet people, if you happen upon someone, get to know that person. Are they struggling? Can you lend advice to them? Can you lend maybe just an ear and just listening to that person? Being there for people is crucial. Relationships are extremely important, and I have had tons over the years. I have had so many different types of relationships over the years, of course, because I'm older, and I think every single circumstance, every single relationship has benefited, reciprocated both parties. We have grown to be better people in every single circumstance. Now, obviously, every single relationship is going to have ups and downs. There's no way for something to be 100% positive. If it starts out that way, there's going to be bumps in the roads, but we need to focus on getting over them. As far as relationships go, the one thing, again, that I tell my young children now, they're not in relationships yet, but they will be, is always treat that person with respect. Now, some of you guys are going to snicker at this because remember, I'm older. I'm telling you this as a younger person, but no cursing at people, no cursing. No calling names to people, no calling names, no. Obviously, any type of physical or verbal abuse is allowed. No way. Not even whatever. I literally have a fantastic relationship with my husband. We have been together 18 years. We have never fought, but we have argued, civilly argued. What I mean by that is no one's going to be perfect. We have argued and said, I don't agree, but we come to a common place. And in our relationship, we never go to bed angry. Never. If we are angry, one of us has to step up and either tell a funny story, do something goofy, and make the circumstance totally into positive. Because not everything is going to be positive in life. But I tell my kids the same thing. You always have to remedy your relationship with someone that you're in a sturdy relationship. Every single night, you must go to sleep and it must be resolved. And some of you are thinking, now I'm going on 2 weeks not talking to this person. You know what? It's not only hurting that person, it's hurting you mentally, physically. You do not want anything negative inside you affecting your health. You just don't. Trust me, you just don't. So for sure, for all of you out there that have something that you're holding on to, something bitter, you need to just let it go. And that other person may not even be on the same page. They may be like, I don't want to talk to you right now. You know what? You've tried your best. As long as you've tried your best, that is the best you can do. Remember, do your best in every single thing. Sometimes in the relationship, you are not at fault. The other person might be, but it's on a small, petty level. In that case, you may want to go to that person and say, you know what? I'm sick of fighting. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this. Let's get this over and done with. Let's move on. You might have to do that even though they're at fault. resolve that together. And hopefully that other person will come up and say, I'm sorry for what I did to you, genuinely. If it's over and over and over, if things are happening over and over and over and they're negative things, you may need to move on. And I'm talking like if you're dating, I'm not talking if you're married, you gotta go to counseling, you gotta find out what is the root of this problem. But in any circumstance, any type of relationship problem, whether it's a friend, it's a significant other, it's a spouse, whatever the scoop is, need to work together. This life is too short. It is too short for negativity. Those are very important things, very important. Bethany mentioned that she wanted a little bit of fabric scratching, so I wore my lacy, nice shirt, little polka dots. I just realized I have a lot of polka dot shirts in my closet, and I wear the same ones over and over and over again. Some of them are just very comfortable, very nice. This is one of my Amazon shirts. You know what? I just don't want to go out. I just don't want to go out in this climate that we're in. So I do all my shopping, almost all my shopping online for clothing, shoes, accessories, etc. I do go to Publix and Costco and Target and Walgreens, like a few of those, to get things, but it's really for bits and pieces, not anything too crazy. And we are on a budget, so that's another life advice. Budget. I know I've talked about this plenty of times before, guys. I think I talked about it in my other whisper ramble about money. And I don't mean to sound like I'm all about money. That's not it at all. But taking care of yourself, making sure you're planning, making sure you're organized is so important in life. The minute you're organized, everything falls into place. You may not even have to have a budget. You may be a younger person that is living in a household, or you are supporting the family in some kind of way, but you don't have major things to take care of. But still, keep it in the back of your head, that you will one day need to budget. You will one day need to write down what exactly is necessary for me to live in this world. What do I want to do eventually? What are my plans? And take the steps to get to those plans. Planning and organizing, so important, so very important. Another thing in life is to find something you're good at. Find something that is your creative outlet, or find something that you really enjoy doing and carve out time to do that particular thing. For instance, I absolutely love YouTube. I love doing these videos. It is very difficult to find a quiet time to do them. If I do them during the day, then there are people mowing around me. There are sounds that are out of my control. If I do it really late at night, it's going to be a very short video because I'm tired. I got to turn off the air conditioner and I got to make everything very quiet. That everybody around me is quiet. Everything's on mute. Everything is silent. It's very difficult. But I carve out time during the week and I say, okay, everybody, I am going to take this 30 to 45 minutes of time to do my setup, get my camera in place, do whatever I need to do, and do the thing that I love that helps me unwind, that makes me feel very, very happy. And this is it. This is my hobby that makes me so happy. I know that once this is posted, I'm going to be receiving comments that come in either I liked this video or have a great day, and that is so positive and wonderful. And even though we don't know each other personally, like one-on-one, we haven't met in person, I feel like I've known a lot of you guys over the past year and then some. I feel like I'm getting to know your little personalities and how you will respond, and that just is really, really nice to me. So take time to figure out what do you like doing and carve out time. Now, a lot of you are so busy. You're so busy with working. You're so busy with duties or responsibilities or things you have to do. But at this is very, what is the word? This is slightly hypocritical, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it, is exercise, okay? I am obviously not like a personal trainer or in major shape. I am A shape, but I'm not in perfect shape. However, I tell my kids constantly, please try your best to establish great exercise routine. At least 3 to 4 times a week. At least do something 3 to 4 times a week to help you maintain that, because as you get older, it is very difficult. I mean, I'm telling you, I look at a piece of cake and it's like, ding. You know, I look at something and it's like, oh my gosh, I just gained 2 pounds. So what I'm saying is, establish good exercise. Another very important thing that goes along all these lines is to take care of yourself. To look in the mirror every single day and see beauty. Do not criticize yourself. Every single person has something that is wonderful and beautiful. And remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You are one of those. You are one that needs to look in there and say, wow, look at that. Look at those eyes. Look at that nose. Look at that mouth. Look at that inner beauty. Look at that, you know, the way that the voice is, or the way that the smile is. There is something for every single person to realize. Every single person out there has something that is beautiful. Do not put yourself down, and especially in this social media climate that we're in, do not compare yourself. If I love Kim Kardashian, I am not going to compare myself to her. Guess why? I'm 50 years old. Okay, first of all, I'm 50 years old. Secondly, I am not in the limelight like she is. She is beautiful and she's this, that, etc., whatever the scoop is. But I cannot compare myself to that person. I really shouldn't be comparing myself to anybody. I am my own person. I have traits that are fantastic, and I need to pull from those. I need to pull, and I need to emphasize those. I need to realize one of my traits that is great is that I can ramble on and on and on, and I'm using that to my advantage on ASMR. I just love it. And my rambling is putting you to sleep. So that's a positive thing. I get told time and time again, thank you so much for telling me about that. You know what? It's because I build relationships and I genuinely care about people. If someone tells me that they are in pain over a certain thing, in my journey in life, if I see a billboard, if I see some kind of information, immediately it clicks and I'm like, I gotta tell that person. I write it down and I'll provide that. Anytime someone mentions something, it may click and I might go, oh, did you know? Blah, blah, blah. Now I have to make sure I'm not too intrusive, obviously, but I genuinely care for people. I genuinely want to help people. That is in my nature. So you just gotta find, what do you have? What do you have that is a wonderful trait, and emphasize it. Just make it bigger. One thing I have noticed on this wonderful journey, and I've been doing this for over a year now, I have noticed that so many people are so positive and sweet with their comments. So many people will do a comment that is just like, I loved this, or you did this great, or whatever. And that to me is so crucial in this social media world that we live in. It is so wonderful to hear the feedback, guys. It is so fantastic